For the longest time, I secretly wanted more. I often found myself shrinking to fit in, settling for what was comfortable, and even selling myself short. Once I finally accepted that we deserve success and we are blessed with the power to achieve it, I stopped playing small. I'm serious about building a life I love, and you should be too. I'm Denise Taylor of DeniseTaylor.live, and welcome to Embrace Your Power. I help women prioritize themselves, their success, and their happiness. Now, let's meet this week's achiever whose story will inspire you to embrace your power and go. Well, hello and good morning to everyone. I am so excited to check in today. I am really coming hard and fast after this notion that so many women are showing up to share with me. Many women are saying to me over and over again as I'm having discovery calls or I'm running to them in person that they are at a point in their lives where they can sense that a transition is needed, that they are desiring some things that don't necessarily align with where they are in their lives right now. And I want to show up and give us some very specific things that we can do now to begin addressing what we are sensing and feeling. The first thing I want to do, though, is to tell you not to ignore what you're sensing or feeling. If you are starting to get these inklings that a transition or a shift or a pivot or even a move is necessary, especially as it relates to your career or your professional interests, you want to pay close attention to that. Our senses are designed to alert us, to give caution, concern, and aware to things that are happening both in us and around us. And so, if you're starting to sense that about yourself, that something is needed, that some move is needed, that some transition is needed, if you're saying to yourself, I'm at a point in my life where I'm just not sure I want to do this anymore, you need to honor what you sense and feel. Now, last week, I spent time talking about if the perspective that you have in light of that feeling is that you are stuck, then there are some very specific things that you can do to get unstuck. So if you missed my live last week or you missed listening to the things that I had to share, then I want to invite you to go and find that. If you need help locating that, you can DM me and I will tag you on especially where it is at so that you can get that information and get unstuck. You can begin to rewrite the career story for yourself. You can get unstuck if you are thinking and feeling that the things that you are experiencing every day in your work life are just not a fit for you anymore. But today I want to speak to the person who is committed to investing in their future. They're aspiring to take control of their career, and they want to do that with confidence. They want to make a confident career move. Now, it's not so much that you're at a low point or you're feeling low about what you're experiencing, but you may have some optimism and some ambition that you sense as a result of your desire to make a confident career move. That is demonstrated by your determination to invest in your future and take control of your career. Now, if you find yourself in this spot where you're like, I want to make meaningful investments in my future, I want to take control of my career, it's likely that you may have an overarching vision of where you want your career to go and the things that you want to achieve, but you likely lack a plan. And because you don't have a plan, you don't know where to begin to make moves towards what it is that you're aspiring to do. And that's what I want to help you with today. I want you to get some insight on how to make a confident career move. Now, another perspective that you may be sensing if you know that you want to invest in your future and you're aspiring to take control of your career, is that you feel empowered. You don't feel depleted. You feel empowered and you want to take ownership. You really recognize that the career you want is on you to create. It's on you to write that story. You don't feel defeated in it. You feel empowered in it, and you want to actively get into shaping your career, your professional path, and make some very strategic decisions about your goals. So, I want to help you understand how to put action with that great intention, with that great feeling of being empowered and having self ownership. And the reality is, even though you are empowered, you may be recognizing that you need to seek guidance, that you need to understand what actions and steps to take now. And you're looking for opportunities, you're looking for learning, you're looking for networking, you're looking for all the things that's going to help you be very intentional about the steps to take. And so today I want to help the person, I want to help the woman, I want to help you make a confident career move, or understand at least how to do that. So what I've put together is 7 things that will help you make that confident move. When it comes to your career, it is so increasingly important for you to recognize strategy brings about success. It's not just jumping out there and doing anything. It's about being intentional and strategic about the moves that you make. And in the areas where you don't have all the insight, you want to take advantage of things like this, where I'm sharing, so that you can begin to understand how to be strategic and make that confident career move. So the first thing of the 7 things is that you have to understand what move is best given a few things. Given your interests, given your experience, and given your education, what move is best for you? And it's usually the thought process around those 3 things that causes us to spiral, because we're often saying to ourselves, well, I'm interested in this, and this, and I'm good at that, and that. And because we have all of these different facets of strengths for ourselves, it's hard for us to really wrestle down what is the right move now. And this is where valuable help really can help bring synergy to your interests, your experience, and your education. Sometimes that outward insight, that outward perspective is going to help you lean in more and be more effective at understanding what is best given your interests, experience, and education. The number one thing is to play to your strengths. Play to your right now strengths, not the strengths you're working on developing, but where can you get a win right now towards the career move that you would like to make. The second thing that's important when you want to make a confident career move is what areas in your life or in your experience need to be enhanced. Where do you need to step in and go deeper? And I will tell you, I was very, very cautious about adding this one in, because oftentimes we think that more education, more certification, more experience in classroom or educational settings is going to set us up for success. And many of us, we got enough of that. We have enough education to take us very far, but we rest on getting educated because that's an actionable thing that we can say we're doing. Now, with the right intentions and very intentionally strategic, getting some certifications and getting some education might make sense. I'll give you an example for myself. Earlier this year, I went back to get my DEI certification, and I did that very intentionally because I am working in the career space. I am helping with career design, career movement, career advancement. And because I I want to partner with organizations and come in to help their leaders with development and also help with career success training, DEI certification made complete sense. I did not do that to just go get another thing. And so when we talk about what areas need to be enhanced, we often fall into this pattern of going after and more certification or education because it's something we can say we are doing. What I want you to really give strong consideration to is what is necessary and needed for you to achieve the very specific goal that you are working to achieve, and what is the why for that course or that skill development. Going after more degrees is definitely impressive, but if the end game doesn't justify that as a means, if the end game of what you're looking to accomplish doesn't say that it is necessary for you to be able to get seats at the table or places in the room, don't go after those qualifications just because. But if there truly is an area that you need to enhance or shore up, very similarly to how I did going after DEI certification, then I want you to lean into that. And I want you to really understand your why for doing it. I was very intentional as to why I needed to go get that. Like I said, we often use it as a crutch so that we can say we're doing something. What we have to ask ourselves is it truly necessary to go after one more class, one more degree, one more certification to get to the goal of the career move that we want to make? The third thing, and I do want to spend a couple minutes on this because it's so critically important, is that you need to build your personal brand. And we talk about this a lot and we think about it in the context of influencers, but I want you to understand there is a professional element that comes along with your personal branding for so many different reasons. And this space is something that you really have to be intentional about crafting the right brand of professional you. Professional you absolutely has context and needs to be understood. You have some values of how you want to operate professionally. You have some beliefs of how you want to operate professionally. You have some guiding behaviors of how you want to operate professionally. So understanding that in the context of your professional brand, which is a subset of your personal brand, is so critically important. One of the things that it really allows you to do when you are intentional about personal branding as it relates to your career success is it differentiates you to set aside or apart from everyone else in the field. It really gives you a chance to showcase your unique strengths, your unique skills, your unique qualities so that you stand out to people that you want to forge relationship with, be it partners or employers or clients or collaborators. What your personal brand is makes a world of difference when it comes to your career success. It also allows them to have a great perception of your credibility and trust. It demonstrates your expertise when you bring all of that to the table by your experience to undergird it, how you package that in your brand. It makes your credibility come alive. It also is what's your consistent imagery of yourself and your reputation that others can associate with you. What are you known for? How do you show up? How are you valued? How are you perceived? How are you understood? All comes with the consistency of how you are seen. It really speaks to what predictability and reliability can be assumed about you from your colleagues, from your employers, from your clients, and people who are looking to collaborate with you. So your personal brand is a big lockstep of this. And in this world where there are so many moving parts and there are so many places to get impressions of you, you want to make sure they are all aligning with you personally and professionally so that you can move the needle on your career success in making a confident career move. So building your personal brand is extremely important when it comes to professional you. So we've covered three so far. Let me just recap them so we're all on the same page. Number one was really about giving your interests, your experience and education, what's best for you now, playing to your strength. Number two was about what areas need to be enhanced. And I threw the caution, don't just go after more education for the sake of doing something, but be intentional about it. And number three was building your personal brand. Number four is build your network. I love to always say to my clients, shake your network. Who do you know that knows you and based on what they know about you, want to come alongside and help you? In the same way that you want to get behind good causes and good missions and support those people that you think are credible and good, there are other people who want to do that for you. So you want to not only build your network, but you want to begin to shake your network so that you can see what opportunities are lying within the people that you know and have access to. You have to make sure you have a professional presence on LinkedIn. If we are not connected on LinkedIn, go ahead and send me a LinkedIn request. If you can't find me, DM me and I will send you the link so that we can get connected and I can open up my professional world to you. That is a great place, as well as other platforms, to share your expertise about what it is that you're doing. Your expertise is going to feed into the credibility of your brand, but building your network is also a big part of making a confident career move. Number five is research and be prepared. A lot of times we are resting on the laurels of what we know now, but research so that you can know more. Once you understand what your goals are, go deeper with it and become a center of knowledge about what it is that you do and how you do it and how impactful it is. Make sure you understand the landscape of what moves you want to make and where you want to make those moves into. So you want to gather information about the job market, even if you're not actively searching externally. You want to know that landscape. Those clients that I work with who are looking to make career moves into entrepreneurial spaces, I'm always asking them, what do they understand about the competition? I get so many people who are like, I want to start a podcast. And I'm like, do you even listen to podcasts? Tell me which ones are your favorite. What do you know about the competitive landscape? What research are you doing? And so whatever professional brand, lane or path or whatever perspective you're giving as it relates to your career, you want to know that space. You should become the expert of what it takes to achieve in that space by the research you're doing to layer that with the experience that you have. You want to make sure you know what's going on. Now, number six is creating a clear career vision. And if you haven't done that yet, I'm not just talking about your next move, but what's the move after that? Like, what is your end game? Where do you want to go with it? It's not just about creating this ideal career, but you've got to understand the goals that are going to get you there. And if we don't know where we're headed, we will absolutely not know if we're going in the right direction. So the only way we can formulate a plan is if you have a clear vision. And so what I talked about last week was about doing some self-assessment. So if you missed that, go back and listen to it. But doing some self-assessment so that you can get clarity. And it's that clarity that's going to set the vision. And from that, we can create a map. We can create a pivot plan of your professional journey. And then finally, number seven is seek support and mentorship. Don't hesitate to seek out guidance. One of the things that I see happening often is people either they don't ask for help or they don't accept help. We're really good at just trying to figure out things on our own. And I say that's the biggest mistake. Many of us, we have led so long with our strengths. We have led so long trying to prove that we belong, prove that we can do it, prove that we fit in, that we don't understand the value of partnership, support, mentorship, or even coaching. We have to open ourselves up to the ability to have people come in and support us on our journey. And so this is where you take the lead in pursuing relationships, pursuing voices, pursuing people who are speaking into your life, that are giving you the value that's going to help you be able to accelerate your success. That will collapse time. I say this so very often, that when you connect with people who have experience, insight, and wisdom, and they bring that to the table to help you, you accelerate the pace at which you get something done. If I already know how to make the cake, we don't have to spend a whole heck of a lot of time trying to interpret things from the recipe, because I already know how to do it and get it done. The more you connect with people who can bring that to the table to help you, the more you'll accelerate your success. And so some of those people can be internal to the organizations that you work at. Some of those people who are like me that you can forge relationship and partnership with. But I will tell you that seeking support is the game changer to getting you there faster and accelerating any move that you want to make. So if you fit that, I gave you 7 different things that you can do to make a confident career move. And when I say if you fit that, if you're ready to invest in your future, or you're ready to take control of your career, those are the things that you can do. Let's go back to the top. The first one is know what you're best suited for. Play to your strengths. What is best given your interests, your experience, and education? Number 2 was what areas need to be enhanced. And don't fall into the trap of just getting more education to say you're doing something. Make sure you're intentional. If there is something that you need that ties very specifically to what it is that you're looking to accomplish, pursue that. Get enhanced, skill, education, enhance so that you can go further. Number 3 was building your personal brand. And this is so critically important. It's the differentiator that sets you apart from the pack. Number 4 is building your network. Make sure you build it. Make sure you have presence in people and spaces and places where people are doing the things that you aspire to do. Number 5 is make sure you research and that you're properly prepared. You should know as much as you can know about the things you're looking to achieve and accomplish. Number 6 is set a clear vision, a clear career vision. Know where you're going so that you can begin to achieve what it is that you're looking to accomplish, and develop an effective plan to get there. And then number 7 is seek support and mentorship, because that is going to accelerate and give you guidance on how to do it in the most impactful way. Now, in this season, I started showing up talking about what it takes to make the move, because of that overarching sentiment that kept coming up from women that I was talking to, or still talking to, that are saying they're at a point in their life where they can't do it anymore. They don't want to do it anymore. And they know transition is necessary. And because of this, I have brought to the table my program, Power Move. It's something that I was planning to launch in 2024, but because of these incredible women that I saw spiraling, that needed help understanding how to move forward, I brought this program to the table more sooner, so that you can have a solution to take control of your career, to rewrite your career story, and to get help. The ultimate deliverable from my Power Move program is a pivot
plan. Now, there's other pillars that come along with it, but the pivot plan is key because it's going to be your roadmap, your personalized roadmap to help you make the career move that is best for you now. Now, I talked about pillars. There are 4 pillars that I have designed that are integral to the Power Move program. And the first is getting clarity and doing a strengths assessment. Getting clear is going to let us know where we're going. Doing the strengths assessment is going to let us know what you bring to the table in terms of your strengths that we can leverage for your career move. The second pillar is an empowerment boost. Because of the spiraling that has been going on in your mind, you're starting to feel defeated. You're starting to feel overwhelmed. You're starting to feel like you don't have the value in the same way that you maybe thought or had in the past. And so we want to make sure that we're boosting your self-assurance and we're tapping into your inner power so that you can radiate with the confidence that's necessary to accelerate your personal career or your professional career. And then third is that pivot plan development. That is such a game changer when you're looking to make a career move. And that's a personalized roadmap that's going to give you step-by-step plan for the successful move of your career in a way that's meaningful to you. And then finally, we're going to energize your resilience and your self-care. We're going to make sure that you have some self-care practices and that you're balanced with what's going on because your well-being is so important. This program is the perfect solution for anyone who knows that they want to rewrite their career story. They want to make a transition, whether it's internal move, an external opportunity, or even stepping into an entrepreneurial space. This is going to help jumpstart your success and give you the guidance, the education, the skill development, and a comprehensive plan to make the move. Now, I say it all the time, and this is so critically important. Working with me begins with a discovery call for a number of reasons. I posted on social media last week that success is in my job title. I am a career success coach. It's in my job title because I'm very intentional about being upfront of what I expect as a result for the people who work with me. Success is our end goal. And by having the discovery call, it ensures that I know I can help you achieve what it is you're hoping to do. On the discovery call, I ask you a series of questions so that I can triage what's going on and understand what it is you're dealing with and what it is that you want to accomplish. And on that call, I always make a professional recommendation as to what is your best next step. Now, that can include working with me, but even if I am not the right answer for you, I am going to give you guidance on what to do next. You are going to get that breakthrough on the call with me. You're going to understand your best next step. Now, if working with me makes sense, I will tell you more about my programs. I don't send people to a web page to pick because you may pick something, but you don't understand the full scope. And because you don't understand the full scope of what it is you're contending with and how to get to your successful outcome, you may pick something that is not going to ensure success the way that I want to make sure you have it. So set up a discovery call with me. It's absolutely free. You're going to get a professional recommendation from me. When you set up the time, it goes directly on my calendar and I give you a call. Not my representative, not my team. I give you a call and I engage with you so that I can get clarity about what it is you're dealing with and give you my recommendation on your best next step. Now, here's what I'll say. If I shared a number of things and they don't fit you, but you know somebody that they do, then I want you to be your sister's keeper. I want you to share this. I want you to like this. I want you to help us begin to get women into spaces and places where we can begin to make opportunities available for people who look like us and start to make a tremendous amount of difference and not spiral with uncertainty or overwhelm. And so if it's for you, great. Let's talk soon. Go to www.callwithdenise.live, set up a time so I can give you a call. But if you know you have a friend that this is perfect for, be sure to share it with them. Let's be our sister's keeper. Now, I will tell you this. With the launch of the Career Success Academy, which I am over the moon excited about, I now have the structure and framework to do leadership development, career success training, as well as mentoring and coaching, and have your company pay for it. Your company has dollars that are earmarked for your training and development, and our programs qualify for company funding. And as you are coming into this space, I want you to understand that the professional development plans that you do with your leadership have funding tied to them, and our programs qualify for those funding. So your company can actually pay for you to work with us, for you to work with me. And so if you're not sure how to ask about that, then that's another great reason to get on a call with me so that I can talk you through how to go have that courageous conversation with your leadership and really get the help that's going to make a difference in that seat you're sitting in each and every day. And so with that, I want to sign off. I want to challenge you to make power moves. If you sense that a confident career is something you need to do, I want to thank you for connecting and tuning in with me here. And I will look forward to seeing you next time.
Well, that's it, beautiful. Thank you for tuning in. Don't ever forget that you are truly blessed with life, love, and all the happiness your heart can hold. Be relentless in building a life you love without apology. I'm Denise Taylor, and you can always find me in our free Facebook community. It's Embrace Your Power. Easy to find. Now be sure to rate and review this podcast and share it with a friend. And make sure you subscribe so that we can stay connected each week. And remember, God has not given us a spirit of fear. He gave us power. So be sure to always embrace your power and go.